Alright, continuing on with problem number 2, in part F, they want us to sketch the graph of y equals f of x for x values from negative 5 to 10 and for y values negative 10 to 100. So I rewrote the function f of x. It's 96 over x squared plus 3x. And I've already sketched the graph. So basically what I did was I typed it into y equals onto my calculator. And this is the basic picture it gave me. I plotted some easy points. Thing to note is my x-axis. Every line is just going up by 1. So this would be 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. But my y-axis, every line is going up by 2. So every 5 line is going up by 10. So this would be 10, this would be 20, this would be 30, and so on. So that's all you have to do for letter F, is just try and draw a sketch of the graph. Now, for part G, they say to write down the coordinates of the point where the graph of y equals f of x intersects the x-axis. Okay, so we're looking for an x-intercept, which in my sketch is right around here, highlighted in yellow. Okay, but we can do this on our calculators. Okay. Again, I typed in the function into y equals 96 over x squared plus 3x. If I go to the graph, again, it gives me a sketch of what the graph should look like. I can see that there is an x-intercept down on the bottom left-hand side. So I'm going to go to second trace number 5. Actually, before I do that, I should put 0 into y2, so that it gives me that red line on the graph. Now I go to second trace number 5 for intersect. I need to get my cursor over closer to that intersection point, and then I can just hit enter 3 times, and it should give me the coordinates. So it's about negative 3.17. Which means the point is negative 3.170. So that's it for letter G. Letter H then says state the values of x for which f of x is decreasing. So if we look at the picture of our graph, everything on the left-hand side of the y-axis, the graph is increasing. It's going up. But on the right-hand side, if I highlight this portion, from the very top all the way down to this local minimum point is where the graph is decreasing. Okay? We know that x cannot equal 0, right? And I'll go back up. X cannot equal 0. So for the values of x for which f of x is decreasing, it's going to be between 0 and whatever this local minimum point is. So if I go back to my calculator, what I can do is go to second trace number 3 for minimum. And now I need to bring that cursor way over. Try and get it closer to that minimum point. Left bound, I just hit enter on the left-hand side of it. Right bound, I hit enter on the right-hand side. And then the guess is trying to get it as close as possible. So there are the coordinates. It's about, the x value is what we care about. It's about 3.52. Okay, so that local minimum point is about at an x value of 3.52. So the x values for which f of x is decreasing would be between 0 and 3.52. Okay.